What's up, y'all? It's your girl Queen Naja, and we are back with another episode of ALLLL
We with the queen. Clap it up. Let's clap it up for ourselves. We with the queen. We with the queen.
I'm with my brother today.
We here.
A very special guest, Tone. We got the Bronx in the building. Bronx, right? Or Bronx. We got the Bronx in the building. Tone, represent. Introduce yourself.
My name is CEO Tone, man. I'm just a regular guy moving out here in these Miami streets. I'm from the BX, you know. It's a cheat code when you're from New York, you know. You can go anywhere and do anything, you know.
New York got their own type of style. Y'all just different.
Yeah.
Like, y'all just one of a kind. You just know when someone from New York, I feel like.
Definitely.
It's not just the accent. It's the way that y'all act. Y'all got your own little type of... How was it growing up in the Bronx? How was that for you? You were born there.
I was born and raised in the Bronx. You know, my mother's Dominican, my father's Puerto Rican. You know, it was cool. I mean, you know, it's regular what everybody else go through in the hood, you know. The Bronx is New York City in general is a melting pot. You know, it's a place, it's a melting pot. You know, growing up, I didn't see color. You know, for me, it was, you know, more social economic. You know, blacks and Spanish, same thing to me growing up. You know, you come out to Miami, it's a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you know.
The vibe is different for sure.
Yeah. You know, the lady that take care of me could be Jamaican or Guyanese. You know, my teachers, you know, Black American, you know, the guy that drive the bus driver is Puerto Rican. So you really don't see, you know, color. You just see like, all right, we all here, we all in the hood, we all struggling, and we all got to help each other. So that's really what New York City is like. You know, a lot of drugs, you know, a lot of violence, you know, growing up as a kid, you know, growing up in the early 90s. I mean, growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s, you know, the crack era, you know, how it was just finishing.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not a lot of role models. You know, it's not a lot of role models, and that causes, you know, when you're young, that causes you to be informed by the misinformed. That's what I call it. But overall, you know, you having fun. You on the block, you know, you know, got the pump open, you know, you playing with the water guns, and, you know, you really, the neighborhood becomes your family, and then your family and the OGs, they supposed to shield you from what, you know, when you were a kid, what was really going on. So I felt at home, you know, I was outside all type of the night, you know, my mother screaming at me, hey, come upstairs, you know, so, but it's cool, you know what I mean? It's cool. And, you know, you just trying to survive, you know? New York is very cutthroat, you know?
Yeah, how do you feel about, like, do you feel that New York people are misunderstood? Because y'all can come off as intimidating sometimes to a lot of people. So do you feel like y'all are misunderstood, or y'all are cutthroat, but I feel like you need that.
Yeah,
you need that. Definitely, you
that.
need that New York person in your life.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody
like
need
for real.
You know, I tell, you know, all the girls I meet, man, get you a guy from New York.
You just need somebody from New York.
Get you a guy from New York, man, to help you out. If you're not from there, you know, it's like I live in Miami now, so maybe I may feel like, yo, Miami, you know, this person may be a little bit different than me, but, you know, you just got to get to know us. You know,
of
New
course,
York people, we super loyal.
Yeah.
You know, when you grow up in the trenches and, you know, you're exposed to this environment early on, you know, you build. I love everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I move around, you know, with love. I love everybody. I treat everybody with respect. I treat the CEO of a company the same way I treat the bum in the street. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
You know,
that's always,
on a basic level, it's about, you know, loving and respecting everybody. But, you know, there's that lion in me, you know, that is built over time in my character. And, you know, I'm not going to let nobody play me or, you know, and, you know, no disrespect and nothing like that, because I'm not. You know, you get what you put out. You know, if I don't put that out there, it shouldn't be coming back to me. And if it comes back to me, then I'll address it how I deem fit. But I feel like New Yorkers, we grow up, you know, a little rough, a little tough, and then we built that exterior and we built that persona where, you know, I'm not gonna let nobody play me, you know. But
period.
New Yorkers, we super, you know, you see how with me, you know, with me and you call me, yo, pull up, yo, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's that loyalty is always there as well.
I love it. I love the New York. I'm from DC, so we kind of close to each other.
Yeah.
So we low-key got that
people
bond.
from DC, Virginia, like that whole area is their families live in New York. Like my boy, he was from Maryland, and every summer he used to go to New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
not that far from us.
Nah,
so
it's not.
we be driving there.
yeah, definitely.
So how do you feel about the music industry in New York? It's a lot of people coming out. Fivio, Pop Smoke, rest in peace, he died, but he was a big movement when he came out. How do you feel about the music side of New York.
I love the music coming out of New York right now. We got Ice Spice, you know, we got
Oh
Scarlet,
yeah, Ice
you know,
Spice, of course.
The girls is back, man.
Yeah,
you know,
the girls is popping.
I love it, man. You know, I love
the
it
girls.
you know, I love it. They get, you know, the girls, you know, they try to use it against me. You know, they like, yo, the girls is running New York. That's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I love, you know, I'm from the Bronx, so I love Ice Spice and Scarlet and all these different girls that's coming out. I think it's great. Even the ones that's not from New York. But New York, we always been trendsetters and trailblazers.
Yeah, of course.
Even our girls are tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in New York, the girls is tough, man. You might get a girl, she might be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Might talk to you crazy. She got Tim's on, you know, it's a problem.
They be going viral on TikTok, the girls. It's hilarious.
I think hip hop is cool. You know, we got a lot of other guys. I don't want to reach and start saying this guy and that guy, whatever. But, you know, it's a lot coming out the city. I think we embracing, you know, our sound, because, you know, Atlanta had it in a chokehold for a while. You know, Tekashi had a big movement. You know what I'm saying? We seen what happened with that.
Yeah, big
Pop
movement,
Smoke, you know, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? That was a tragedy. You know what I mean? You know, they shot him over, you know, they sold the watch for like $4,000. They didn't even know how much the watch was. So it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody's worth, you know, it's not worth killing somebody over a watch and a chain. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's not worth your freedom, one, because you're going to be in jail and you're going to be, you know, picking cigarette butts in the yard for 30 cents an hour. That was my first job.
Yeah.
I'm in a mess hall for 30 cents an hour.
That's hard.
And that's what's, you know, before I always tell all my young boys, yo, before you pick up that gun, before you know, think. Because,
think about it, yeah.
You know, we lose two lives, yours and mine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not just, you know, yo, it's my ops, it's this, is that. If you could avoid the situation, avoid it. If it's something where you got to defend yourself, you got to defend yourself. Unfortunately, whatever happens, happens. But if you could avoid the situation, you know what I'm saying? Avoid it. And, you know, we in Florida, it's a free, you know, carry. Everybody got to, you know, so Florida's a little weird.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
yeah.
getting a little crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but,
yeah.
You know, so all the young guys out there, man, think before, you know, before you grab that gun, or think before you know, try to spin that block, because you're going to be in Attica, Sing Sing, Comstock, you know, and you're going to be, you know, I don't know what's in Florida's equivalent of that, but you're going to be picking up cigarette butts. You're going to be eating Jack Mac. You're going to be eating soup. You know what I'm saying? Your girl's going to be fucking somebody else. You know what I'm saying? The letters is going to slow up after a year. You know what I'm saying? All the shorties that you had in rotation is going to move on.
That's scary.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want no parts.
Yeah, you too pretty to be in jail. You know, you can't go to jail.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but you good. You a civilian. You know, you doing a multimedia thing. You on your way. But it's like for the guys out there, you know, having a gun is not nothing to play with. It's not a fashion statement. Yo, you know what I'm saying? You know, you know, in the street, you know, you don't show, you know.
Why do you think that there's gun violence now with the hip hop industry, with the Pop Smoke, and he was at his pinnacle.
Definitely. He was in his peak.
And he wasn't even here for that long in the game.
Yeah, he was in his peak, but, you know, I learned.
Is it envy? What do you think?
Definitely it's jealousy, envy. You know, people don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? You know, like my man French say to BX, you know, BX Burrow, you know, he say he want to hit the top and nobody want to do the climb. So it's like, you know, you got to work. You know, they think it's an easy route. It's just, yo, I'm going to take it from this guy. But then that ends up setting you back 10 years. Time is the only thing we can't get back. So let's every day, you know, wake up and know, like, yo, you know, 10 years from now, I'm a wish that I was right now in this very moment with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's be mindful of our most valuable advocacy. You know, you're going to walk around, you know, with these guns. You're responsible for every bullet that's in that gun. You know what I'm saying? And then it just don't make sense, you know, to do certain things in 2023. There's cameras everywhere. So
literally everyone going live, shooting people, killing people on live. The kids, it's a lot that goes on Instagram, y'all.
You're gonna get
TikTok.
Caught. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? They'll smoke you and then do a TikTok on your grave. So it's like, you know, the self-snitching is at an all-time high. Stop self-snitching. You know, you see John Morant fucking up the money. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking up the millions, fucking up the bread. Yo, I'm gonna be on live, and his mans that's recording him,
right?
He don't got the best out for you, bro.
The camera out all the time.
Yeah, he don't mean well for you. Get that guy out your circle. Cause if I know, yo, you know what I'm saying? If you with me, right, and you be like, yo, you know, Tone could do some crazy shit, let me not record him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
If
not
you really
your
care about
friend.
me, you know what I'm saying? You're not
Yeah.
gonna record me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's like all the violence and all that is really unnecessary. You know, in my hood, you know, they teach you, you know, bad boys move in silence. Shh.
And
You know
how
what I'm
do you
saying?
feel about, you mentioned snitches. How do you feel about snitches?
I feel about if you can't do the time, bro, don't do the crime, bro. I'm gonna say it again. Where's my camera? This is my camera right here?
Yeah.
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime, bro.
Period.
Because you're gonna snitch on your friends, and then your mama gotta move out the hood. Your son, they're gonna call him a mice.
A mice.
And you're gonna be in a worse situation than if you would have just told me, I'm just gonna do the time. Somebody like me, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna call my lawyer. My lawyer gonna tell me, yo, shut the fuck up. Don't say shit. I'm coming.
No matter how long, you gonna do it.
Queen,
you gonna take that. You gonna keep it real. Keep it real with us. Keep it real. It's all facts.
I know it's all facts. You trying to get the facts. I'm gonna just have to do my time. I just gotta do my time. Somebody
a real one.
Somebody like me, I just gotta do my time.
He a real one.
But I'm gonna avoid the situation. I'm gonna avoid the situation. I'm not even gonna put myself in the situation. I'm not gonna put myself in the situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm gonna avoid the situation. You know what I mean? Because I know what come with it. So if you young out there, you want to sell. It's 2023, bro. You know, there's something called the RICO law.
The RICO. Can you explain the RICO law?
If you know, everybody should know what it is. Yeah, everybody should know what
RICO,
this is.
What is that?
RICO is, you know, it was created by the mafia.
Okay.
It was created not by the mafia. It was created by the federal government to take down the mafia. Because the mafia was a criminal organization. And everybody know the stories. John Gotti is not like, oh, Tony's on, you know, all facts, 10, it's crazy. It's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was created in order to take down an organization. So when you take down an organization, you know what they say in the street, yo, if you want to kill the snake, what you do? Chop the head off. So they figured out, you know, what the mafia had is that in the beginning they wasn't telling. So the feds had problems, you know, getting a conviction and getting a Don, you know, who's the number one in charge in jail, because the soldiers and the lieutenants and everybody else was holding it down. You know, now it's no holding it down. Now, is this a criminal? Yes, ma'am. Is this a, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's no more, you know, it's no more of that. You know what I'm saying? Your friend gonna tell on you. There's dudes that tell on their mama.
Yikes.
It was my mother did it.
Not the moms.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy right now.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you in the gang, they're going to come at you with the RICO. And you making noise. And the RICO, you can't beat it. The feds got a 99% conviction rate. 98%, I'm not exactly sure. But I know it's something like that. And you going to jail. And in the feds, you could be from the Bronx. They're going to send you to Alaska.
And what do you think about the whole Gunna situation?
I think about if he comes out and make hot music, nobody's gonna care. That's what I think.
Me
know
too.
What I'm saying?
Honestly.
I think if he come out and he make hot music, nobody's gonna care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's just so much snitching. You know what I'm saying? It's like not even, you know, it's not even a big deal. You know, I'm not. That's not me. But I'm saying, you know, people don't care. Yo, Gunna.
You think they're gonna forget about it?
If he makes hot music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he don't make a hot record, they're gonna Gunna's a snitch.
Yeah.
You know, it was the it's crazy because the Atlanta dudes was talking crazy. Yo, Tekashi, but Gunna's the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and then, you know, Gunna's worse to me because that's his man. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, you can't never forget, you know, who put you on and who turned the lights on and who gave you opportunities no matter what. But it's like, you know, Gunna, you know, the video, you know, yes, ma'am, and you know, was the drugs yours? You know, no. Was it Jeffrey's? Yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's just weird to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they had a song called Take It to Trial, you know, and you could have just sat, bro. You know, you didn't have to tell on your man that gave you the opportunity. You wasn't even facing that much time.
The thing was, I didn't know that Gunna snitched until someone explained to me that it's dry snitching.
Nah, dry snitching
is it dry snitching?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what's dry snitching, and I'm gonna tell you what Gunna did.
Okay.
What Gunna did is snitching.
Snitching, period.
But people say that if you, for some people, not for me, but for some people, they say if you don't take, as long as you don't take the stand, you're not snitching.
Okay.
But I don't understand how you get in these rooms with these people anyway. I'm not getting in them. It's not for me. It's not gonna go as far as, yo, come sit down. We ordered you a Big Mac or number 2. Come talk to us. I'm not even. My lawyer gonna tell me, don't go in no room. Stay in the cell. Give him my phone number. I'm coming. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna get into that room. You know what I'm saying? How they had the YSL Woody dude in the room, and I'm not even gonna be in that room.
Yeah, you're not
you know
gonna
what
be
I'm
in
saying?
it. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be in the cell. Yo, my lawyer's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because I know anything that they tell you when you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. What's the first thing they say? You have the right to remain silent. Shut the fuck up,
You have the
bro.
right. You have that right.
You have the right to remain silent.
So,
what that means, get in the car, shut the fuck up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, that's really what it's
So
about.
it's snitching. It's not dry snitching.
Yeah, dry snitching.
What is dry snitching?
Dry snitching is dry snitching is, yo, Queen, come out behind the car. They got us. Come out. They got you, nigga. They don't got.
Yeah.
Dry snitching is like incognito snitching. Like, you know,
Okay.
it's like it's on the low. Like, you know, it's like, you know, we both
Like a setup?
Nah, like a setup. It's like, you know, it's snitching, but it's dry. It's like we both in the car, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, let's say there's drugs in the car, right? We don't do none of them. I'm just saying, let's say there's drugs in the car, and they ask me, and it's just me and you in the car, and I say, it's not mine.
Okay.
What am I saying?
I mean, it's mine.
If they come in the
It's
car
not
and it's me and
yours.
you in the car, it's me and you.
Yeah,
I'm driving and you in the front seat. Whose drugs? It's not mine. Whose is it?
Looking at me like,
whose is it? That's dry snitching. It gotta be yours.
yeah.
I didn't verbally say, yo, it's hers.
Mm-hmm.
But if I say it's not mine, you know what we do in that situation?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you were a real one, you know you were the real one, I'm going to hold it down. Yo,
Yeah.
it's not how she got nothing to do with it. But for now, we just shut the fuck up. Let's get to the precinct. We going to figure it out. You don't say nothing. I don't say nothing. But you know, yo,
Yeah.
you be out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Okay. And what was the difference? Explain the difference between Tekashi and Gunna.
Tekashi took the stand. So, you know,
Okay.
that's like the ultimate, you know, it's the ultimate snitching. I think that he got like, it's been like, he gave like 80 years of his testimony, you know, gave like 80 years of like jail time. So it was, you know, snitching at his finest. But, you know, with the Gunna thing, is like he took a plea. So you could take a plea. Everybody takes pleas. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, you take a cop out, you know. I copped out, you know, for one of my cases. I copped out for 5 years. You know, you know, my lawyer said, yo, this is what the best we could do, yo. You take it to trial, they can give you 20, bro. Take this 5, you know, and just chill. You already got a year in, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. But,
Yeah.
you know, he's saying, like, you know, they asking him questions. Like, once you say that YSL is a criminal organization, that's really all the DA need to convict
That's
Thug.
all they need.
It's a gang. You saying it's a gang. You saying
Yikes.
that, you know what I mean? You saying it's a gang. You saying, you know, yeah, do you regret YSL being part of, you know, furthering the agenda of the gang? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. He didn't say yeah. He said yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they good because they figure, yo, he's always with Thugger. That's his right hand man. He gotta know something. So all the young boys out there, you know,
Yeah.
just, it's not worth doing crime in 2023. There's easier ways to get money legally in 2023. If you tell me, yo, it's the 90s, it's the early, even when I come up, it's the early 2000s, it's not a lot of opportunity. There was no social media. You know, you on the block, yo, let me try this, because there's no, you know, everybody wants, you know, the watch and the chain and the car and the this and the that and the pretty girl and that. You know, there's no really ways. But now is the internet.
Mm-hmm.
You could, you know what I'm saying? You could do anything. You could create your business. You could do a podcast. Like
Yeah,
how
you could
doing.
do anything on the internet.
You could do anything. But motherfuckers don't want to work. Like, it's an epidemic of lazy people out here. They don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you call me, yo, Tone, come do the podcast. Be there at 10. I'm here at 9:30. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want you to be like,
For real,
yo,
y'all.
you know what I'm saying? So now if any of your guests is late, you got to step to that. Like, yo, Tone he came here at 9:30. What's up? What time?
Definitely.
Because the last thing I want is for you to call me, yo, where you at? I told you to be here at 10.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to be here early.
It.
You know
of course. And you mentioned that you think that if Gunna just came out with some music and it was fire, that we would forget about the whole snitching thing. Do you think the same about Tekashi?
Nah, I think
I think Tekashi's.
I think
he gone.
Yeah, I think you know, I don't know him personally, you know, but I think that he's a smart guy when it comes to the marketing. You know, he knows he knows how to use social media as a tool. You know,
yeah,
and he already transitioned to the Spanish side. I think his time in hip hop
it's pretty much
is
done.
pretty much done. Yeah, so he transitioned over to the Spanish side. You know, the fans, you can't get mad at the fans. It's like, I'm not gonna be like, you know, if I'm out somewhere, you know what I'm saying, you know, and I see somebody with a Tekashi 6ix9ine t-shirt, I'm not gonna be like, yo, he's a rat. If I see a kid, you know, the fans don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. You know, fans is fans. You know, some fans is gonna care, some fans is not. But you know, if he transitions over to the Spanish side, I think that, you know, if he made the right moves and the right contacts, that he could have a career as a Spanish rapper. You know, because he had that. My thing is just like, you know,
is his Spanish side as good as the?
My thing was like, you wasn't really waving the Spanish flag when you was like, you know, me, everybody know I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican, and I wouldn't want to be anything else. You know what I'm saying? I love my culture and I love my people and I love.
As you should,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anywhere I go, you know, I'm not like, you know, they tell me like, yo, you Spanish, but like, you know, I'm not like Enrique Iglesias Spanish. I always say I'm like Fat Joe Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the cool Spanish.
Yeah. So it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Cool
I'm
guy,
really, you know, I'm not really all the way on that side. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't be in a club and they just playing Spanish music. I'm gonna be like, yo, play some hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I'm from the Bronx, is where the hip hop started, with the Mecca. So I grew up, you know, seeing the dudes with the Kango hats and the big rope chain and the Jordans and, you know, all the drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? Because the hip hop artists, they copied off of the drug dealers. You know, now it's backwards. Now it's back in the days. You know what I'm saying? The rap artists wanted to be like how the drug dealers was. Because everything you got in hip hop culture, whether people want to accept it or not, comes from drug dealer culture. Especially in New York. Hip hop started in the Bronx. If you didn't know, it didn't start in Cali. It didn't start in Miami. I love Miami. This is my home now. It didn't start. Hip hop started in New York. Do your Googles. If you think I'm lying, it's all good. This is all facts.
Yeah.
I don't come on here capping. I could cap on somebody else's show. You know what I'm saying? This is my sister. I come on here saying what it is.
Yes.
Hip hop started in the Bronx. So I had a front row seat. Yo, look at his watch. Look at his, you know, he got the cool G. So that's what really shaped my character and shaped how I dress and what I do. And, you know, it's hip hop. I love hip hop. But, you know, he wasn't, back to the Tekashi thing. He wasn't, for me, he wasn't really waving the Spanish flag like that, if you want to. And now, you know.
He wasn't.
Nah.
When he wasn't.
He wasn't. And then now he's, you know, on that, but it's just a marketing move, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know the guy, but like, he might have a future in that because he speaks Spanish and is a market. It's not just, you know, hip hop artists, you know, who's doing touring internationally as a hip hop artist? Rihanna, you know, 50, Eminem, Snoop. These guys will go to Colombia and sell out a whole stadium.
That's true.
Snoop Dogg. Like, what are we talking about?
Snoop Dogg.
You know what I'm saying? This is Snoop. So it's like he go out. The Spanish people, they don't even know English, but they know Snoop songs.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like, you know, he can try that market, but, you know, we'll see if it works out for him. You know, at the end of the day, he's not in a good position ultimately because, you know, it's like Jay-Z said, you know, if you decide to snitch, you know, you always be in jail just minus the bars. You know, that's what Hov said, and I listen to Hov, and I take that to heart. You know, he say, you know, don't snitch because you always gonna be in jail, just minus the bars. You know, that's Hov. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to those jewels. I listen to that. You know.
Do you listen to a lot of the new people now?
Nah, I mean, yeah, I do, because, you know, you never know.
Like, who do you like? Who do you think is doing something that's we'll hear maybe in 10 years from now? Longevity. Who do you
Well,
think?
one
now?
of my favorite artists right now is my boy Don Julio. You know, he's from New York City, and
Okay.
you know, you could look him up. You know, his name is Don Julio. You know, I think his IG is at Don Julio.
Okay. Don Julio.
Don Julio Zen. You know, shout out to my boy. You know, he doing a lot of things. You know, I like the hip hop rap artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Like A Boogie.
Yeah, I like A Boogie.
Boogie's-
Shout out to A Boogie. He from the Bronx. I love A Boogie, but I like you know, like I like Jada. You know what I'm saying? I like
Okay.
lyrical artists. So you know, my man Don Julio, he young, but he's still, you know, he lyrical. Like he reminds me of like a Drake, because he could be in the street but still be like rap and tell you some shit and put you on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's one of my favorite artists right now. But other than that, you know, I stick to my, you know, you might get in the car with me and hear some nods and be like, yo, this guy's an old head, man. Like, you know, it's how I came up. You know, I love the hip hop. Yeah. I love the bars. You know what I'm saying? You know, I always listen to 50. You know, I love it just depends what mood I'm in.
No, I like 50.
Yeah, it just depends what mood I'm in. But I like that hustler music. You know, I can't really.
What about Rick Ross?
I like Rose. I'm definitely a Rose fan. I like Ross for like his like when he talked to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know, I feel like he really underrated when it comes to talking to the ladies. You know, Ross.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ever had a girl in your car, you playing Maybach music, you just, and the sunroof. And,
yeah. In Miami.
You know what I'm saying? It might be a good night for you. You know what I'm saying? If you play the Ross, but
yeah,
you know, that's what I listen to Ross for. You know, I feel like him. You know, and then I feel like when him and Jay get on the record, or him and Drake get on the record, like it's gonna be a home run. You know what I'm saying? So.
And how do you feel about Nicki?
I love Nicki. Nicki's from
Nicki, Lil Kim.
I love Nicki. I love Little Kim. You know, it's Queens, legendary Queens. You know what I'm saying? It's New York, so it's like Nicki's like paved the way for all these other female artists to do what they doing now. You know what I'm saying? Queen Bee, Kim is the Queen Bee. Like you know, Junior Mafia. You know, they the ones that, you know. You can't never shit on the legends. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna get on this. I'm never gonna get on this internet or get on this podcast and start shitting on, yo, this person. Oh, that, you know. It's not. They the ones that paved the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I remember growing up as a kid, I used to see, you know, Kim had the, you know, the posters, you know, with the titties, and she was holding her nipples.
Yeah.
And I was a young kid looking at this and went in the car with my mother. My mother's like, oh my God, you know, my mother's a church lady, you know what I'm saying? And it was all over, you know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking like, yo, this is crazy. This girl got the, you know, she's the first one, you know what I'm saying? She really started that wave. And, you know, shout out to everybody that took her formula, you know, and flipped it. But yeah, I love Glorilla, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I love Glorilla.
You might catch me, you know, in the whip.
I like her voice.
Bumping a Glorilla.
It's deep, but I like she be talking.
She be twerking. She be twerking on the ground, you know.
Yeah.
She be going crazy, but I'm a fan. I love all that shit.
Do you feel like the female side of rap isn't as lyrical anymore? It's all about the ass, the titties. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I think it's cool. You know, I think, like, you know, it just depends, you know, like the hip hop.
No, because there's definitely some lyrical female rappers, but the ones that are more mainstream.
Scarlett is super lyrical. I think Glorilla's not super lyrical, but she knows how to make a song. Like, you got
like Cardi B, I feel like.
Right. You got me singing the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be in the club and it's the guy singing the girl part. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's cool, you know? But I don't think nobody's really super lyrical. I think, like, they just more focus on, yo, let's make songs. Let's make a hot song. You know what I'm saying? Like the City Girls and all that, you know, let's make a hot song. You know what I'm saying? Diddy and the City Girls just dropped one called Act Bad. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to check it out.
How was it? I haven't
I was on the gram this morning and I saw they dropped some. Yeah. It's called Act Bad. You know, it's probably not going to be super lyrical, but I bet you, you know, girls is going to be acting bad all summer. Shout out to the girls that act bad, you know. Shout out to Booby Trap and all that.
The City Girls had a wave.
Yeah, City Girls had a wave, you know what
I'm saying? City Girls
down 100 points, you know what I'm saying? You know, the real ones know, you know, I love my City Girls, but y'all down 100 points, you know. Diddy got the other girl pregnant. It was supposed to be Young Miami, you know. Shout out to her. I think she's beautiful.
Supposed to be.
I think she's beautiful. So, you know, City Girls is down 100 points, but they about to come back. You know, they got to act bad, so they about to act bad, you know what I'm saying? The girls, you know, I love it, man.
That's
I
good.
think it's great.
How do you like Miami? How do you like the music scene in Miami? Because it's
Um,
much different than New York.
Yeah, it's much different than New York. I like it because I like going um to a restaurant or going to a coffee shop and everybody talks Spanish.
Hmm.
You know,
I mean, I don't,
yeah,
but I can understand why you
yeah.
do.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? I feel right at home
Yeah.
because you from everybody
Yeah.
talks Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been here,
Yeah.
everybody talks Spanish, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love pulling up, talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? My friends be like, yo, you always talking that guala guala shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I love it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's great. Miami's like the second home. And there's a lot of New Yorkers out here.
It
I'm not gonna name
is
no
a
names.
lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna name no names, but there's a lot
A
of New
lot.
Yorkers out here. We out here doing it big. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing it big, and it's all love. You know what I'm saying? We give back to the city and give back to the people, and anywhere we go, is love. You know what I'm saying?
Would you ever move back to New York?
Yeah. I mean, I moved back. I mean, like,
When did you come here?
I got a place. I came here in early 2019.
Okay.
Early 2019, I got to Miami. I loved it immediately as soon as I got here.
Mm-hmm.
When you get older, you like to, I can't be on the stoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could go back and show love, but
Yeah,
I can't be
understand.
hanging out on the stoop. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you hanging out on the stoop. You got, 50,000 in jewelry and you on the stoop. You just making yourself a target. So it's like, I understand the crab in the barrel mentality. If you ain't learn it from Nipsey Hussle, then you ain't learn it. You know what I'm saying? And that when he died, that affected me, and I realized, like, yo, I can't be in the hood, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's
Not
just,
forever.
yeah, it's just, it's a crab in a bucket. And the young boys coming up, they don't care. Somebody may tell them like, yo, this is this guy, he did this, and they gonna be like, yo, what he did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care. So, and they wanna, they may wanna come up off of your name. You know what I'm saying? So I take my own advice. I'm not gonna be on here saying, yo, do this, do that, and I don't do it. I just stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like,
Period.
they
A
love
real
me.
one.
The Bronx love me,
Yeah.
and I be over there, but it's not gonna be something where I'm gonna choose to live there. You know what I'm saying? Or, I got family members still there, but people's transitioning to different places. I just feel like if you want to be successful in life, you got to get out your comfort zone. I feel like a big part of it is, moving to somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because that helps you get a better perspective. There's more than just the block. You know what I'm saying? There's more to life than just the block. So, you got to get out your comfort zone. And I'm glad I came out here. You know what I mean? I got two children. I'm raising my kids in a much better environment that I was raised in. Nobody really know me like that. When I wake up to my neighbors, I go out, yo, good morning. They don't, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know me for 15 years. We went to the same school, because that level of comfort sometimes, familiarity breeds contempt. What that means is like, people get used to you. They get comfortable. They might get comfortable doing and saying certain things that you may not be comfortable
And you don't be doing that no more.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's what I tell everybody.
Yeah.
It's what I tell everybody. My friends like, yo, oh, he Hollywood, he this. What I tell them is like, yo, if you knew me 5 years, matter of fact, if you knew me last year, you got to relearn me. You don't know me.
In a year, different person.
You don't know me. Welcome.
And what about the people that's, because we sometimes we have those people who are so used to who we used to be. And how do you feel about those people? Do you still keep them around? Do you keep them at a distance? The ones that call us Hollywood, or the ones that say we too good for this, those type of people.
I love cut a motherfucker off. My favorite shit to do. I love
Period.
it. I think it's the best. I want to cut a motherfucker off.
No matter the history, no matter.
I want to cut him off right now. I want to cut a motherfucker off immediate. Right now. Like, I can't wait. Like, when we leave the podcast, I might cut this nigga off. Because I don't care. Because
you don't got the time, yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. I never care what people... I'm a good person. So if I cut you off, it's because you know what I'm saying? It's not the time that I cut you off that it was the 50 other times before that.
Yeah.
That's what you don't tell people. You just tell them, oh, Tone don't talk to me no more. He's acting different. Or you don't tell them, Yo, I did this. Yo, I borrowed money, never paid him back. Yo, I told him I was gonna do this, I didn't do it. Yo, he invited me here, I was late. Yo, he did it.
Yeah.
So
That
you're not
one
gonna
time.
say that. So it's like, but I love to cut people off because it's part of the game. It's part of the game. Look at what Jay-Z did before he retired the Black Album. He retired his career to cut himself off from everybody else, and then he made a new crew with Kanye, crazy ass Kanye, and Rihanna. That's what he did. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna cut all these niggas off. I'm gonna do a retirement and create a whole new Hove. There's a whole new tone."
Sometimes it's necessary.
If you're not bringing value, if you're not inspiring me, I don't ask nobody for shit. I don't go nowhere with my hand out. I don't go nowhere like this. Yo, yeah. No. Anywhere I go, this is what I'm bringing, what you bringing. And then we could agree to disagree. There's plenty of people that I don't do business with, but it's not that we don't like each other. It just wasn't a good fit.
And it be like that. Sometimes it be like that.
It be like that. So it's all love, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, your day-to-day don't got to be my day-to-day. You know what I'm saying? And you could do your thing over there and I do my thing over here. And, it don't got to be no problem. I stay where I stay, you stay where you stay. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I love, the best thing is to cut a motherfucker off, because if somebody's not bringing no value to you, what you keeping them around for?
True. And do you think that it's important to have different types of friends?
Absolutely.
Party friends, work friends. Like, you shouldn't mix your friends.
I don't necessarily mix my friends. I don't believe like I'm not gonna bring you around certain type of people. Like, cause I know, it could be a problem and then I could put you in a bad situation. So I'm gonna bring you around the people that is the same energy, that like I may have a relationship with this person and remind me of my relationship with you, and then so I'll bring y'all two together. But I love networking. I'm the type of friend that, you see, I don't do like, people may, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I'm not gonna introduce Tone to this person because they might gonna feel threatened. I don't do that. If you call me and tell me, Tone, I need this, I'm gonna introduce you to the best, highest possible person in the best position for what you need, without fear of she's gonna take my spot and all this other shit and she's gonna do this. I don't deal with that. Yeah. I call me, I make it happen for you, and you're gonna show your loyalty. Cause anything that come your way, you're supposed to be like, yo, Tone, nah, we gotta give Tone a piece, or I gotta give you Queen a piece, because if it wasn't for her, this shit wouldn't happen. Then that person's gonna be like, oh shit. That's how it go. It don't go like, yo, you introduced me to somebody, I cut you off. That's not loyalty.
Everybody not loyal.
And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty is rare out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I move how I move. But it's like, I don't really mix the friends. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep my friends for different things that I do. You know what I mean? I separate. If I bring them together, it's for some money or whatever. And then if I choose to bring one group of friends with another, I get out the way after that. It's not like if I introduce you to this guy or this girl or this CEO or this person, I get out the way. You don't got to call me to call that person. I introduced y'all for a reason. I'm out the way. If y'all choose to be disloyal,
that's how it should be. Yeah.
If I choose to be disloyal, I'm gonna find out about it, and I'm cutting both y'all niggas off.
Not one, both of us.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how I move. That's how I move. It's just like, it's like, shout out to 99 Jams and all that over there. You know what I'm saying? When I was over there, I was interning for them. And I wasn't really feeling it, shout out to, Nicole was super good, super cool to this day. She moving around, shout out to her, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, you know what I mean? But, I felt
that's how we met, y'all.
Yeah, we was both.
We worked together.
Yeah, we was both, we coming up, you know what I'm saying, in the grinding. But, I wasn't, I felt like that's the environment was like that. The environment was like, oh, I'm scared of this guy coming up, or, yeah. Tone is going to take my spot or this. I'm not really into none of that.
It be like that in Miami, though.
Yeah, but that's in certain circles. In my circle, it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because in my circle, it's like, yo, if you blow up, you know what I'm saying? That's why you asked me to come do your podcast. I'm coming, bro. There's no, you don't gotta,
appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I really do.
I know what type of woman you are. If you blow up, I know we all gonna blow up. So it's like,
For sure.
but everybody don't get that energy out of me. There's people that tell me, yo, come to my podcast and talk about that. I'll be like, nah, I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, because my podcast is about to launch soon, the Culture Pack. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Podcast.
Talk about it.
You know
the Culture Pack.
We about to be on here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do all type of things. We in the works for that. You know what I'm saying? So I really, I'm not walking around with a crutch. You know what I'm saying? I don't need this motherfucker, that motherfucker. I don't need, you know what I'm saying? I'm good on my own. I radiate my own confidence. And the people that's around me, I want you to be confident too. And I want you to be your best self.
We love that. We love that. We love a secure person around us.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we
you
do.
know?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drake, you know what I'm saying? Diddy and Diddy in French, you know what I'm saying? All the Scorpios, you know.
Hey, yeah. Do you think that Scorpios are toxic? I've been hearing a lot of.
Yeah, I mean,
they be getting into the Scorpios on the socials.
They love me.
They be getting into y'all.
Everybody love me. They be like, yo, they even could guess it like, yo, you're a Scorpio. They love me. I never.
Yeah.
I could get toxic. What
you can.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm toxic, but you gonna love it over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they love me anywhere. I could go a little overboard sometimes. I think that's where we get, you know what I'm saying, where we get that issue from. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they love me.
They love it over here.
You know what I'm saying? We on the Queen show. You know what I'm saying? So we here. You know what I mean? We doing good.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so before we end, let's do a fact or fiction.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so fact or fiction. I would rather have respect and loyalty over freedom.
Over freedom? Nah, I don't want nothing. Freedom is
in reference to the whole no snitching situation.
In reference. Okay.
Excuse me.
I'd rather have.
So you would rather have your respect and the loyalty over the freedom.
Loyalty is. I'd rather have respect. For me, I understand where you're coming from with the question. For me, respect is everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna stand on that because that's the pillar of when you a student of the game, you read like the books like 48 Laws of Power.
Mm-hmm. How is that?
It's amazing. It's
I need to read that book.
There's a lot of levels. It teaches you how to deal with a lot of different people. The art of seduction. Is another one. It's like. People want to help people who look successful. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to, motherfucker be like, nobody like a Debbie Downer. Like, always got problem. Every time I call you, you got a problem, bro. If every time you called me, I had a problem, you're going to deal with it 2 times. All right, Tony's depressed. 3 times, you might deal with it. I call you again, you're going to send this nigga the voicemail, bro.
Yeah.
Every time you call me, he's always on some Debbie Downer shit. You got your own problems. So it's like, the art of seduction, the art of war. Those are all things. But they teach you that, respect is the pillar of everything. Respect comes from one of 2 places. It comes from admiration or fear. So if somebody respects you, they have one of those things towards you. Or they fear you or they admire you. Therefore, that's going to cause them to respect you. And respect is just a pillar of everything. My respect for you is me coming here early.
Period.
Looking presentable. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Having the energy. That's out of respect. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, respect is everything.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Show,
seriously, on time.
I'm gonna be back. Listen, I'm
Thank
gonna be
you.
Back on the show
oh my God.
4,
In
5,
the morning, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
We here with it.
We the Breakfast Club, man. We had our McDonald's breakfast. I'm gonna be back over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody go follow me on IG. CEO Tone Official. You know what I'm saying? The Culture Pack on IG. We in pre-production right now.
When can we expect? When can we expect the Culture Pack?
We can expect something by the fall, by the end of the summer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We want to shoot.
Getting it ready.
Yeah, we getting ready. But I'm gonna be doing my own podcasting. Coming over here and recording.
I love it.
Yeah. Just me.
You like the studio?
I love it. It's great.
That's good.
I'm gonna be here. I'm inspired today. I'm gonna have the Queen on my show.
Yes, of course.
Right.
I gotta be there.
It's only right.
I gotta be there. Yeah.
She's a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever disrespect.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
In person.
Off the gram, guys. Listen.
Thank you.
I'm here right now. And I'm looking at her and I'm telling you,
Thank
she's
you.
a baddie. Bro.
Yeah.
What you want to do, bro? Like,
Okay. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Make sure that y'all follow me, Queen Naja, QU3Es and dot Naja, and all facts,
No cap.
all facts.
It's your boy.
.ENT. We are all platforms: Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. Make sure that y'all follow us and check us out. Bye.
It's your boy. We here. All facts.